Casino, Culture Casino, Culture Casino, Culture Casino, Culture Casino,
Culture Casino.
Culture Casino,
Culture Casino.
Culture Casino,
It's a lovely Saturday. July 5th, day after Independence Day. Once again, congratulations to Ruby Hoove and Hoove on all of their years together. That's amazing. Do, 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 do,
Culture
do,
Casino,
do,
Culture
do.
Casino.
Culture Casino. Culture Casino.
Culture Casino.
Culture Casino. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope today is a bright and shiny one for you. We got storms coming in on the East Coast, a lot of tropical storm remnants, terrible flooding in Texas, scattered and presumed lost about 23 children from a summer camp. Not great news. Lots of people lost in that. Flash flood. Flash floods are dangerous, folks. Do not be in low-lying areas when you have heavy rains and you are downstream. Absolutely terrible news. Terrible news on a wonderful 4th of July. I hope you had an opportunity to spend time with friends and family, and I hope you are continuing to do so on this glorious weekend. We've got lots of history-making events happening across the nation, and of course, some misbehavior as well, particularly in Los Angeles. If those people weren't paid, I would argue they wouldn't be doing anything. So there's that. Anyway, whether or not you want to believe it or not, the folks with Antifa are the brown shirts of the 40s. So it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I went live a little bit early so that we could, have at least an hour of a show today. Normally, we would be having the regular old supporter chat today. All the wonderful supporters of the channel through the memberships. But unfortunately, I've got many duties to take care of today, so I'm going to have to delay that to next Saturday. And then, of course, the last Saturday of every month is going to be for the high rollers, for those of you who are contributors at that level. So just be on the lookout. I'll put up a post if I can make the member stream happen any sooner. I will. But today I have to postpone it. So we got about an hour. We've got about an hour's worth of news to cover. And again, prayers with the folks that are desperately searching for their children right now in Texas. So, anyway, let's lift your spirits a little bit this morning. Let's say hi to everybody out there in the chat. Say thanks for being here nice and early. We got Jill out there. Good to see you, dear. Thanks for wrenching. We got the weatherman, the most reliable man on the green machine. And, of course, many, many more. We've got the Raven and the writing desk. Good to see you. Hail from Turkey. Yes. Wow. Goodness. I hope you're doing well and enjoying yourself. We got Barry the Music Man in the house. Good to see you. And a few other folks sneaking in the door like Kreshiki. Good to see you, dear. Thanks for being here. And Judicon. What's going on, Judicon? I hope you are doing well, buddy. I know this isn't the best time for you, but obviously you're having a bit of a holiday, so it's just great to see you, man. Anytime I can see you. Carl Singh is in the house. Good to see you, Carl. Hope you're doing well. And let's see, who else snuck in the door? A couple other folks. Like John. What's up, John? Great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's festivities, and it's just good to see you. Been a while. I miss you guys when you're gone. I hope you all know that. Frank Hammett is out there. Frank's here. Say hi to Frank. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to Snakes. Snakes! What's up, Snakes and Funerals? And, of course, the lovely Libby Priest. And we got Jeff out there with the big old American flags. Thank you for those. And John the Beagle Dad. Hail, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Sonder Hammerschlag is out there. The Messiah, the bringer of a holy, the jihad, the Kwisatz Haderach. That's right. Yeah. Mooley, good to see you. And Bilbo Swaggin, good to see you, buddy. Who else is out there? We got more. We got Mo. Brian and Cindy, happy 4th of July to all, indeed. On the day after, go make sure stuff didn't burn down around your house. People get a little loose with the fire cookies. Victor's out there. Great to see you. And of course, the beautiful Deep Bowel. Congo. That's right. Frank Marshall and Congo bringing you the dinosaur movie with his wife, Kathleen Kennedy, and all of Lucasfilm and everything Lucasfilm does. Hey, Universal, thanks for paying off Disney with this movie. My goodness. Who else out there? We saw somebody else slide in. JPS is here. Good morning to you. And Tony Piacente. All right, let's get into the news items. Big H. Let's get into the news items. We got, like I said, I'm going to lift your spirits. I am. You don't want them lifted? Okay, well, they will be. Because guess what? Disney's having a rough go. Even on a holiday weekend, nobody showed up at the Magic Kingdom. I tell you what, I'm not surprised. It's much easier and more fun and newer with better infrastructure and perks down the street or down I-4 and then down some more to get to Universal's Epic Universe. But Magic Kingdom sees shockingly low crowds on the July 4th holiday, raising alarms for Disney. Well, you guys are stripping yourselves away from America more quickly than ever, destroying Frontierland. I think you're going to have a lot of guests not wanting to go there anymore. I think they've recognized that the eye shade has been cast away. The pastiche is gone. And the old-fashioned love of Disney as part of Americana is also gone because they hate America. The Disney company hates families. They hate America, and they hate you. That's right. But interestingly enough, nobody showed up. Saw a video of this. There was a great video done by Pro and Marvin yesterday, actually essentially live or within an hour or so of production, giving you a chance to look around and notice that there were very few people there. It was a day at the end of January. As far as the crowds went, most attractions were under 30 minutes of, your opportunity to ride them. And you have to remember, they inflate their wait times by at least 25%. In many cases, because of the length of the line you have to walk through, most, if not many, if not most, that's what it is, were walk-ons. And that's crazy, especially since some of the parks and the other parks also had incredibly short wait times. Nobody showed up. And if they did show up, they didn't show up until the end of the day, which means it's locals and pass holders and people who just want to get in for whatever the fireworks are going to be. I'm going to tell you, Disney has spent money to save money, and they've reduced the number of fireworks and the opportunity to see them. They've done that with projection shows and things like that are going to wear thin if they haven't already. Justin Town says, and there was so much lightning and pouring rain off and on down here in Orlando all dang day and night. Yeah, I knew there were multiple rainstorms. It's just what's really weird is I always suggested this, that Disney made a deal with somebody, to make it so it doesn't rain when it rains everywhere else in Florida. It's very strange, but it is what it is. And the parks, 1/3 of the parks are closed. It's just wild. So I saw some people stroll in. We got Ghoster out there. I'm rooting for Dollywood personally. Well, my friend, your rooting is working. It's one of America's, if not this year's America's favorite theme park. And the attendance is, going up, let's say. It's exploding. And people are eating all the bread. Very upset about that. Cinnamon bread. It's stupid to waste money like that. Kids are better entertained elsewhere. They are. Universal Epic Universe. I'm telling you. Womp 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 womp. For Disney, I wonder why people did not show up to spend the Fourth of July there. I think it's pretty obvious. They hate America. They're about to destroy Americana, tearing out Frontierland. I'm really disappointed in the new district there that they actually allowed for the destruction of an area that could be deemed a historic area. True story. More than 50 years old. Oh, I got to sing you sing. Sorry about that. So anyway, let's get through this though. The 4th of July has been the most packed days for years at Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. If you've ever been there on the 4th, they go through something called phased closings, which means that they start to phase people out of being able to access the park. It was something that used to happen regularly at holidays, almost every holiday that I've ever been there, where they got to the point during the day where they'd stop letting in, day guests. They would stop letting in people that were staying off property. Then the people who were on property got restricted. Then the monorail resorts, and then finally everybody. So you couldn't go in or out. Pretty wild stuff. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But lots of people on site to tell us that nobody showed up yesterday. Here's a picture. This is an image, I believe, from Marvin. There's nobody there. Nobody there. Aside from the occasional cluster around PhotoPass photographers and the Dapper Dans, the entrance hub was practically empty. The themed lands branching out from Cinderella Castle told a starker story. Liberty Square, Frontierland were ghost towns well into the midday hours, and open walkways and virtually no waits. These are the waits right here, as I mentioned before. Pirates, insane walk-on. Haunted Mansion, insane walk-on. Tomorrowland Speedway, insane walk-on. Peter Pan slide, only 40 minutes. That's unbelievable. 30 minutes for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Well, that's more believable. That thing got destroyed when they took Splash Mountain out. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, under an hour. Things you never see. The Light Cycle Run, 65 minutes. That was the only attraction that was over an hour yesterday. And here's the weird thing. It doesn't actually take that long. If you drop that by 25%, you are on that ride in 45, 50 minutes. Yeah. Jungle Cruise, 35 minutes. That's pretty fast for the Jungle Cruise. Space Mountain, 40 minutes. By the way, walking that queue is a solid 10 minutes by itself. So you just walked straight on. Wow, look at that. Of course, they're trying to destroy Frontierland. But, who's counting? Look at all this stuff. Walk-up opportunities available today at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. That never happens. All kinds of crazy stuff there. Yeah, if you wanted to, have a mustached person there, getting you all set up for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, I'm sure that would be fun, right? But Disney's fireworks may still draw crowds, but that's not enough. Yep. That's of course a pinch point in the park between Frontierland and Adventureland. Why is this happening? The answer might be epic. I think that's it. But skyrocketing prices, falling value, and as I said, Disney is addicted to price hikes right now. So it's insane. Universal's Epic Universe is a game changer. Yeah. People want to go see the new thing, the better thing, the good thing. And I don't blame them. But I just thought you'd want to be entertained by dismal Disney, because that's some of the stuff that I do every once in a while. That's just the way it is. Hey, Filiato, great to see you, my friend. Morgan King is here. Hello. I spoke to a friend of mine on Sunday. They said it was great. to ride the rides because there was nobody there. This is happening more and more frequently, friends. Seriously, more and more frequently. Packed with tumbleweed and crickets. That's true, Davina. I'm sure there were some crickets out there. Wants Disney these days. Yeah, what's the I'm happy with my memories of being there in the 90s. Those were great. Don't need or want woke new ones. Yeah, I think really seriously, after they built Pandora and then they threw all the extra effort and time into this Star Wars thing that nobody really likes, I think things changed pretty drastically. Big H says, you might say they passed themselves right out of existence. Yeah, true story. Hey, what's up, Mark? Last leg of my drive to Michigan. Listening on the road. Good. Can't comment. Happy belated 4th to all. It's great to see you, Mark. Thanks for dropping in and listening today. Emilio. Good morning, Emilio. We got Juliet out there. Great to see you, dear. And the amazing Jillian H., who I'm going to send an email to again today. Greetings, Culture, Casino, and all amazing fellow Culturians, and the sensational Saturday and weekend to all. Yeah, I hope you all have a sensational weekend. I hope everybody had a good 4th, like even Mexican Iron Man here. My pal, my buddy, my friend. Celebrating 49 months of membership. He's been here over 4 years. Talk about just what a great man. I can't say enough about Mexican Iron Man. Culture, I don't care about the chips anymore. I'm hungover. No! And I need you to send hydration. Okay. Last night was a whirlwind, and in honor of the 4th, I sacrificed my Mexican body to smoking hot blonde chick as tribute to America. Congratulations, Mexican Iron Man. And I hope your 4th was great. And I don't like that you have a hangover. Please don't drink too much, buddy. I need your brain. You're a smart guy. The lovely Juliet from across the pond. Good morning. The lovely Jillian H. does an amazing job of dropping off 5 Culture Casino memberships. That's right. Jillian H. filling up the Culturians crew. I appreciate all of that. Welcome to the Cult of Culture. And I appreciate it. Sanders says maybe people didn't want to be filmed by Lily Tino in the toilets of Disneyland in Florida. Culture. You know what? That may be it. You're probably on to something. I just want to say thanks again to Jillian H., who's a huge supporter of not only me, but many other creators, including my pals over there at Salty Nerd Podcast. But the Lord Toth is here. Good morning. Sunburns and sore feet are free. Yeah. We can get those anywhere, to be fair. Styles says, I feel fat. Oh, fat, like pretty hot and tempting? Isn't that what fat stood for? Yeah, do stay hydrated. I got water right here. I instead of filling up my big thing, I was running late this morning. I just grabbed a bottle of water, which I don't like to do, but I have to do. I need water. I got to drink I finished the coffee already, so it's been a busy day. Cynthia Carter, good morning. Good morning, everybody. So are we starting with some dismal Disney discourse? Couldn't happen to a more deserving set of gooners and money grubbers. Yeah, they are very money grubbing right now. Yeah, no, indeed. Yeah, with both Universal and Disney theme parks being horrendously expensive, Epic just diluted a shrinking group of people that can afford a vacation there. They're still less expensive than Disney, my friend, by miles. And yeah, Disney's got a problem. They are charging too much. Tina BB, good morning to you, dear. All right, we're gonna move through this. I want to say hi to Scott Summers and to Ghoster out there. I wonder how long the money from BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard will still be propping up this company. I don't know. It's starting to get worse and worse. The returns are going to be so low. It may be hard to justify the biweekly dump of money from everybody's retirement 401k funds So who knows? Or once monthly, I guess. But yeah, it's what you get when you have a non-creative in charge who hires. Yeah, well, they also have very poor hiring practices. Beach Dad in the house. Good to see you. Siths and giggles. How you doing? I'm so sad about Disney. I wanted to live there, and now I want them to be sold off for parts. Yeah, I think a lot of us felt that when we were younger. I did. Yeah. They put Ellen DeGeneres in the dinosaur ride in Epcot. That's right. Yep. The Universe of Energy featuring Bill Nye, the pretend science guy, and Ellen DeGeneres. Man, that guy got destroyed trying to do a climate argument. That was funny as heck. Unacceptable views. Hey, are you sober from yesterday yet, Culture? I'm on solid ground. Unacceptable views. I always enjoy the 4th of July. Disney wanted to lower park attendance to improve the guest experience for rich people that could still afford to get in. Disney overachieved their goals. Yes, they did, Tony Piacente. Ah, man. Yeah, Disney did put up a graven image of George Floyd. I feel awful about what they did with Walt. All names green, says the lovely Jillian H. Thank you, Jillian. All right, I'm going to play catch up because I am well behind you all. Sergeant Garatina's in the house. Great to see you, my friend. And why is Ellen DeGeneres ending? Well, that was a while back. That's before they tore down Universe of Energy, mostly, and put in Cosmic Rewind, which I'd say is all right. Pretty good attraction. Nice show coaster. Yeah. There you go. Beekman's World is greater than Bill Nye. Well, lots of things are crazy. What else do we got? We got love. All right. We can get to another story. Like I said, we have limited time today because we can only go an hour this morning, unfortunately. But let's get to the title story, the one you're probably all here for. It's amazing to me that that this is actually being made. I'm not sure how they're able to still try to tell this story after all they did with the end of the third act of the second movie. Well, Dune Messiah is coming, whether you want it or not, from Denis Villeneuve. I don't even know, but I don't care. Who is really not the person that some people think he is. He is not the best filmmaker in the world, despite all the acclaim. He is going to ruin James Bond for us for a while. That'll be a good time. Just kind of as he's ruined Dune. But Dune Messiah starts production on Monday. It'll be in Budapest, and it will be it'll be interesting. So July 7th, you get shooting. Zendaya arrived in the Hungarian capital, where she will commence production of the film on Monday. I'm not really a fan of the plank of wood. Villeneuve's sequel is said to involve an extensive multi-location, multi-month shooting. Of course, yeah, Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, who, well, is too prominently featured in segments and was overly masculinized at the end of the third act. Florence Pugh, of course, returns there, who might be the size of a beach ball by the time she's on the set there. Jason Momoa is going to be back. Javier Bardem and Anya Taylor-Joy will be featured more extensively. The fast tracking could mean one thing. Warner Brothers might be serious about keeping that December 18, 2026 release date, and don't expect Villeneuve to work on anything else, not even Bond, until this trilogy is done. Well, we'll have to see. I get excited about certain things. I am not excited about this. Tina says, I was told he was the greatest director of all time. I said, prove it. The person backs back down. Looks like my skepticism has come to fruition, and it has. Our great friend Snakes and Funerals celebrates almost the full year at 11 months. Dune 3. Dune it in the sand. That's funny, Snakes. Great use of words. Zendaya. Oh goodness, Zendaya. Excuse me. Weatherman says, "Oh goodness, Zendaya is no better than a piece of wood when acting." You are correct. It's just a shame. Carl Singh says, "I wasn't even aware of Dune Messiah until now." Well, there you go. Battle Buddy live. That's right. That's right. I am live. I am not Memorex. Those sickos push women that have the bodies of younger people, younger boy people, on us like Zendaya. It's very strange, that's for sure. The lovely Penny got to sleep in. That's awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. I did not sleep well this morning when I was wakened in the middle of the night. Curious how he is going to pull off Leto 2 transformation. We'll have to see. But the big question is how he plans to adapt Messiah. The second book is notoriously dense, slow burning, and not exactly crowd pleasing. Paul Atreides becomes a full on tyrant, and the tone is far more meditative than the first two films. If Villeneuve stays faithful to the book, we're in for a very different kind of movie, less spectacle, more political, and spiritual disillusionment. Yeah, well, I think he started early. He disillusioned me in the third act of the second Doom film. So there's that. It is what it is. Born in Boston. Bring back Sting. There you go. And do a crossover with Tremors. That'd be so awesome. I don't know. It's just wild. Hey, Fallen Angel Dealings. You're about as excited as the times Roland the Wretched comes in chats talking about you getting your body wax. That's exactly right. How did you know? Look, the books are great. I just wish they could have done that. I'm just sad. Hey, Jason Webster in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Been a hot minute. Commander Ed Straker Shadow is out there. Happy Saturday, Cuddles. Happy Saturday to you. Ghoster, it's tragic, really. We don't have any actual decent actors any longer, do we? Or do we? I can't think of any. Well, look, I'm going to say this. I really, after a couple of recent performances, I think Brad Pitt's been maintaining a decent ability to act. This Timothy Chalamet kid, he's pretty good. But what I'm finding odd is the dearth of female actresses. It's strange, really, because nobody emotes anymore. They don't. It's odd. You have to consider a lot of actors worth their salt break in not only on film or television, but they also do stage. And on stage, you have to do a lot of overacting and overreacting, and you have to do a lot of wild gesticulations, big movements on stage to get your point across to your audience. And I think because you have to think so hard about what you're going to try to convey on stage, you can be a lot more subtle on camera in film and television, but you still, because you've had all that training to think about what you're going to do on stage, you put in equal time and thought into what you're going to do on the smaller screens as well. So I'm always fascinated by the fact that if somebody is really good stage chops, that they have even more a greater ability to do so in film. So I think some of it is what's missing. Um, I don't know. I don't know if outside of maybe Tom Cruise, who does good stuff, it's hard to think about who's actually a movie star anymore. There really aren't any. I think you're right. I think there's just so few. Kind of sad. Hey, Esky. Good to see you. Oh, it's definitely slower than Dune 1 and 2. Yeah. They can travel back in time. They just showed that movie. Yeah. I don't think Villeneuve can pull this stuff off. Dune's got too much dialogue and the man is too cinematic. It does drag. It does. Denis probably didn't have much choice in casting Zendaya, but that doesn't excuse the changes from the book. I agree. Again, there's enough girl bossing in the books that you did need to add more, and this is something I think cinemas are going to just have to um, come to expect is a lot less crowd dense celebrations of film. There are going to be very few Minecrafts and Lilo and Stitches and things like that on the horizon. And as it is, I mean, despite the fact that Lilo and Stitch climbed over the body of Minecraft this last weekend, I don't know if it's going to be stopping soon. It probably will. I'm not sure what day they'll pull it from the screen, but crossing a billion because of the slow crawl now for Lilo and Stitch is less and less likely. It's very odd. I enjoyed the 1984 Dune. I really did. The Cuisinart hat rack. Yeah, but look, I'm hoping that Timothy Chalamet can actually play Leto the second. I just don't know that's going to work. Goodness. The sci-fi miniseries is good. I watched some of those. I didn't see the whole thing. I need to go back and grab that. It's been a while. Ozzy's last show is tonight. Cheers to the great Ozzy Osbourne. Indeed, Lasher. Indeed. I'm surprised he can still say words. Wait until AI allows books to be translated accurately into AI movies. Well, I think we're not that far away. Hiring Zendaya or whatever her name is ruined the last set of movies. Yep. Yep. Wow. Everybody's kind of down on this film. It's okay. It's all right. Is Views with Hughes holy cow, Views is here. Go check out Views with Hughes and his agenda free news. Great to see this guy. He is he's got a great channel. Good to see you, man. Is it a reading stream? No, I'm talking to everybody, including you, Mr. Cat. But yeah, we got a lot going on. It is true that nuance in emoting is a lost art. Yeah. Or just the ability to, convey emotion anymore. One of the worst movies ever made was this Challengers movie. Zendaya was the lead in that, about a love triangle that, has all the heat of the Ice Cube, and the everybody in the film is performing at the lowest possible level. So there's that. Cyrano makes a great suggestion. It's good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Maybe Villeneuve will do a reboot of Zardoz. Well, that'd be all right. I think that was fun. Canadian Spider-Man. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Luke. I think we're all being goofy. Pilgrim Media is here with a generous $2 once again. Thank you, my friend. Saying, if Zendaya, then no mas. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, she has a unique look, like a disposable Bond girl. You know what I mean? That's about it. Villeneuve is tense. Okay, I agree with that too. Dean says, in the books, Chani and Jessica were key to keeping Paul grounded in the present. None of that was covered in the first two movies. No, in fact, they skipped right over the love story and the dedication that Chani had and the understanding and everything else. That went bye-bye. Citizen giggles. Here's an idea for Disney. Turn their live action movies into animation. It couldn't hurt. Might help. Max is already advertising Minecraft. Yep. Hey, Tender Warriors in the house. Good to see you, my friend. It's a Roy. They need to go back to making good films for less money. I agree. I told you. I said it last weekend. The return of the mid-budget film is here. That's before they told me how much it cost to market F1. But yeah. The Spice Diver cut of Dune 1984 is exactly the best thing you've ever seen. Jan says, according to Ted Nugent, Ozzy has always talked that way. As in, I met him in the 60s and he was like that. Yeah. Oh, no, I know. Yeah. He, for somebody who makes songs that you can understand the words to, when he speaks, you're surprised if you can understand any word he says. Pretty wild stuff. Styles is getting comfortable. Well, welcome. Cyrano gets generous with 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, Cyrano. Where have you been? What's going on? I want to know. All right. We got more stuff coming up, guys. So I want to say thanks. Adam Scott is here. Good to see you. And we got Hillis Mallory. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. We got another $2 generosity from Pilgrim Media saying, where's Tell Me Your Homeworld, Usul? There you go. Man, no kidding. Gosh, we are missing like 2 whole characters in this too. Still blows my mind. Yeah, I think she has RBF. I agree with you, Music Man. But that's most actresses now. And look, I understand a lot of you think that Florence Pugh is something. She's not. She can't act. Oh, you changed shifts. All right. Talking during lunch. Well, I'm so glad you're here, dude. I really am. I'd missed you. But please take care of yourself. All right. Like I said, we got to move on. There seems to be people still arguing about what Paramount had to do, or CBS or 60 Minutes had to do in order to get this case settled so that they could get the deal done for Skydance. And let's just review the claims from what's actually been reported and then the commentary backing up the reason for the claims in the first place with Catherine Herridge, who, I was quite surprised with her chastisement of her former colleagues over at CBS. You see, Trump claims 60-minute settlement is worth as much as $35 million, including advertising. Paramount denies deal includes PSAs. And then I arrived upon a conclusion. It won't actually be it's possible it won't actually be them as they're currently constituted doing the PSAs and the advertising stuff. That's going to be under the new company. So they're misleading. But it did save them a lot of embarrassment from Discovery. Had Discovery gone forward, you would have ended up with emails and other things that could have basically wiped out CBS as an entity because it would have showed the extreme bias with which the company operates within its news division. And that's a problem. You can't have bias, or you're not supposed to have bias with quote unquote news, and violating their own Cronkite rule. Trump's very adamant about it. They're trying to say it doesn't exist, and maybe both are right. I don't know. They did hand him $16 million for his presidential library. He just keeps starting to build that thing with gold bricks now. He said specifically, we did a deal for about 16 million plus, 16 million or maybe more than that in advertising, according to the White House poll report filed at 12:55 a.m. Eastern Time Friday. So it's a combination of 16 plus, so it's like 32 million, maybe 35 million. Hard to say. It contradicts the New York Post July 2 report that Skydance CEO David Ellison had reached a side deal with Trump under which CBS will air PSAs and other broadcast transmissions valued at between 15 and 20 million. So there it is. There it is. See? The reporting and the statements were accurate. Very strange, though. Quibbling over that. I wonder why. Oh, that's just the thing, snakes and funerals. Yeah. Like the post-modernist garbage thing that the Obamas are building that's falling apart because they DEI'd the contracting of it. Should go read up on that story. It's insane. But no, every president gets one for the most part, or any of the good ones. Everybody has bias. It's just how you express it or don't, or set it aside and just give me the facts, please. Just the facts, ma'am. And I'm not talking about the little paper machine that used to do words. Nobody uses that anymore. Eric K says, yes, but normies will know nothing about the fact that Trump won the lawsuit. Yeah, well, it's fine. Juliet's celebrating 7 months of being amazing, mod and a supporter here. That game plays today. I believe we have a show this evening. So I think you're right. I'm also recording more episode or segments of the new channel, Campione Reacts. We've got several new clips to sort through. In fact, we might be doing that sooner rather than later. Campione Reacts, guys. You got to check that out. Cyrano, 2960 for 5. Culture Casino Cash says, welcome to the Trump Library. The first 3 floors and 2 bathrooms are sponsored by ABC and CBS. There you go. It's probably true. Yeah, Hillis, I think they do want to keep it on the down low while Trump is making it come out with a bullhorn. Yeah, well, you don't get to control that guy. You can try. Doesn't work. Presidential libraries because long ago former presidents ended up homeless. I missed the Huntley Brinkley newscast. There you go. I miss real news people, to be fair. Mark's 47. Hey, what's up, buddy? Says, I wonder if Obama's library will ever display the various drafts of his. I almost finished that. That would have been catastrophic. You almost got me. All right, what do we got? Have a great day, and thank you for the extra special gifty with some generosity there, Cyrano. Have a great day, my friend. Yeah, the libraries usually do contain all the documents that are public. It's a true story. All right, let's talk about the actual disaster that is happening. AMC is set to destroy exhibitors and themselves at the same time, and the studios are upset about it. Let's jump into the story from World of Real. Let's speak words today. Jordan Rumi, of course, doing great work over there as always. AMC's 30 minutes of previews sparked studio backlash. What can they do? There's not a lot they can do. They've kind of forced the exhibitors into this position because of how much they take of the receipts of the films. When you look at it, the CEO is like, nobody's watching trailers. No, I will not go to an AMC showing now. Goodness. I will not go to an AMC showing now on time because I don't want to watch 25 or 30 minutes of stuff. I really am. I'm not gonna. This is a bad plan. So people won't be watching previews at all. They'll wait until 25, 30 minutes and then they'll go in the theater. They might watch one preview, maybe 2. It's also going to be annoying for those people who are already sitting in the theater whose feet you're stepping on. Whatever. So it's July 4th. The box office is finally showing some life thanks to Jurassic Park Rebirth, which is flirting with $150 million. This is so oddly worded. $150 million holiday opening. Yeah, I don't think so. But it doesn't matter anyway. 6-day weekend is not what it's going to get. It's going to get about 80 million from the actual 3-day. But anyway, so AMC theaters and it's time. It's not about the ticket prices or the screen counts. It's about the darn pre-show. Yeah, I'm getting sick of it. AMC has been quietly expanding the pre-movie experience, which now includes up to 30 minutes of ad content and trailers before a single frame of film plays. The chain even slapped a disclaimer to allow for 25 to 30 minutes of ads and trailers. So basically, they're turning into Amazon Prime Video at this point. A friend went to see F1 at the Grove last night and told me he clocked it at 24 minutes of ads and previews. Rebirth screenings exceeded 30 minutes of advertisement. I believe it. They told you it was coming. Studios aren't amused. For them, trailers are still one of the last surefire ways to get people to care about an upcoming film release. And now they're watching audiences time their arrival to miss them entirely. Yes. I would. It's a lot of time to surrender. Anyway, according to internal studio data shared with Deadline, only 20% of viewers were seated at the listed showtime during a recent screening of 28 Years Later in Chicago. Took another 12 minutes to get most of the crowd inside, and the place didn't fill up until just before the movie started. So, folks, this is a good strategy to avoid that predicament. So there's that. Cynthia says, no kidding. Put 30 minutes of crap ahead of the movie. I will just budget for the actual movie start time. Nope. Yeah, I think we're done with it. My best friend and I timed the amount of trailers and the theater's own trailers like a racetrack. The times are absurd. They're getting outrageous. You know what? And then think about it. Like, movies aren't really as long as they either runtime, because the end of the film is credits. And sometimes it's like 15 minutes of credits. And so, I mean, I know that's absurd, but you tap out at about 5 to 7 minutes of credits at the end of a film. Really, you're not getting as much as you think you are. I remember when the local theater added a 20-minute slideshow of local businesses. Turned out that it was less than $25 a week for that business, and it supported the community. Yeah, used to be great. Very true. Anyway, this is the future. Just be warned. The next time you go to theaters, you might be sitting there for 25 or 30 minutes and not be watching a single frame of film. Wild stuff. Rogue Thinker, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Should call this the grumpy old culture stream. Okay, Poonscat. Sounds fair. I want to say a big thank you to Ruby Who for gifting a Culture Casino membership. I hope your anniversary was splendid, dear. I know the entire country celebrated it with you with fireworks. And of course, our great friend, Scott Westbrook. Scott, good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I don't get to see you as much as I used to. But Scott drops 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for the amazing support, my friend. It is so appreciated. And yeah, this is a good day. Bobo Maximus received one of those. Let's see. Who else is out there? We got a number of people joining us today. Mooly. Look at all these great beings. They just need to bring back the arcade games. That's all. I'm okay with them making money. I am too. I mean, to be fair, I mean, around me, there are 3 theaters I can go to inside of 15 minutes that have entertainment complexes with movie theaters as part of that entertainment. I mean, you can bowl, you can do arcade games. There's obviously the movies, and stuff like that you can go do. And it's all in one place. In fact, I think there's even a pickleball court or a few pickleball courts at one of them. I mean, this is kind of the future of things, folks. It's just the way it is. Just wait till theaters have 2 screens, one with commercial breaks, one without, for $5 more. Yeah, it kind of feels that way already. I will say, Weatherman, I'm so glad you're here on a Saturday. I can't believe it. Gifts a $2 super duper chat. A rumbling rant over there on the green machine saying, I'm waiting for a break in the movie to have another 5 minutes of commercials in the middle of the movie. That is insane. But I don't think we're that far away. And I think that's going to be a big problem for most. That might actually break the movie habit. People are just going to get tired of it. I think that could happen. Man, it's crazy. Anyway, well, we're about ready to wrap up the show, folks. We have a bear story already queued up for Monday, courtesy of 6, and so much more. So I'm very much already looking forward to Monday's performance, and I'm looking forward to seeing you bright and early on Monday morning. You'll probably see me this afternoon or this evening, depending upon what part of the world you're in, for That Game Place Live, where we're going to be talking gaming. And as the channel over there slowly gets back up to speed, I have a feeling we're going to have many much videos coming out of there as well. So check out myself, Nolan Thunder, and the entire crew on that Gameplays live tonight. And we're talking about games. We're going to talk about stop killing games. And it's going to work in Europe. We'll see what else happens elsewhere. But the European Commission is now forced to respond, and you're going to want to see the results of that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, as always, I say it the way that I say it for a reason. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, or perhaps on Monday, or tonight, see ya. For real.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude, crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.